All right, Jeff Zimmerman here with the legendary broadcaster for Showtime, Al Bernstein. How you doing, Al?
I'm good, Jeff. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, man. It's been a while. You're out there performing at the Tuscany. I don't know if you recall, but Richard Still and I promoted fights during the early 2000s. They were doing some club shows.
Yes, indeed.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But listen, before we get into the fight, I know you're covering it. You cover all the big ones. Colonel Bob Sheridan passed away. Give us just a quick memory.
Bob was a larger than life figure who announced thousands of boxing matches over his long career, and he was a true boxing character and a very good guy. And it's sad to see him to lose him. And but he made everybody smile that was around him.
When was the last time you saw Colonel?
Saw him about 4 months ago. I talked to him on the phone about a month ago. We chatted briefly, and he seemed like he's doing okay. But obviously his physical issues got the better.
Sure. So you're
sad loss.
Yeah, for sure, for all of boxing.
Yeah.
So Al, you're here covering one of the biggest fights of the year, per usual.
Yeah, I'll be announcing it on the pay-per-view on Saturday. It should be a great fight to call, and the undercard is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that as well.
How do you see the fight going?
It's an interesting fight. Canelo Alvarez is, I think, healthier than he's been. He's feeling good physically, and that's a big plus for him. Canelo-Charlo is will have a height and reach advantage despite the fact that he's jumping up 2 weight classes. And Canelo-Charlo is a really good finisher. And I say that because in terms of the latter parts of the fight, that's the part of the fight where from time to time Canelo Alvarez has had problems, maybe some fatigue issues, etc. So for Canelo-Charlo, the trick is to get this fight into the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th rounds, be in a position where you can make the difference with the decision. Going to be hard to knock out Canelo, who has never been down, never been knocked out, has a great chin. But for Canelo, and of course sometimes Charlo will get decisions that they're being leaning to him, although he didn't get the decision against Bivol. So Charlo needs to get to those rounds to have a good opportunity. Canelo would like to win enough of those early rounds so that even if there's a problem for him later, he's able to get past it.
You think it goes to distance?
Yes, I do. I think it's likely to go to distance.
For Canelo, or?
I don't know. I don't predict fights when I'm announcing them, so I won't say one way or the other. But Canelo, as rightfully is the favorite, he should be the favorite. However, this is a fight that, since it was announced, a lot of people thought that it was, back then it was a tough pull for Charlo. But I think more people have come around to the idea that it is a winnable fight for Charlo.
You mentioned the stacked undercard, and it is stacked, and I'm looking forward to that Jesus Ramos and Erickson Lubin. What about that fight?
Great fight, fantastic fight. I think that is going to be a total war, and I think the fight between the two middleweights, Elijah Garcia and Jose Resendez, is going to be a war. And I think Barrios and Ugas, even though Ugas comes right there and he's in front of you. Barrios is still more of a boxer, but I think they're going to engage a lot in that fight, and I think that's going to be interesting.
There's been some talk about Showtime maybe hanging up the gloves.
Well, I don't know. A lot of rumors floating around, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I know Jim Lampley's been here. Have you had a chance to talk to Jim?
I did see Jim. Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while, so that was fun.
Yeah, obviously HBO going away. We need you guys. We need you for the sport.
Yeah, no. We've had a great year. Showtime's had a great year this year and a great last couple of years. So people have written us off before. It's always premature to do that.
Do you still get up for these fights, Al?
100%. I love this. I love doing what I'm doing. I love broadcasting and work hard at it as I did 30 years ago or 40 years ago. And why would you not like this? It's so much fun. The atmosphere is great. Everything about it's good.
You're a legend, Hall of Famer.
Thank you.
One of the best ever. Al Bernstein, thanks for the time.
Much appreciated. Take care. Good to see you.
You too.